What's up, coaches? Hope you guys are doing well. Here is Friday. Reminder that the warm-up is posted in a separate link at the top of today's page. Feel free to be creative with those movements as long as it fits within the confines of your class. So let's dive into DT. Specific warm-up, the goal is to practice the movements, but also to practice the strategy that will give them the best opportunity to do well in DT. We want to work a particular strategy. This may not be the exact strategy that they use, but it'll give them an idea of how to strategize and how to break up their reps, as well as give them a couple of technical hints to make sure that they're doing their absolute best during DT. So deadlifts first. We're going to be doing 11 deadlifts and then mimicking a drop from the top and then doing a 12th deadlift with the hands ready to perform that first hang power clean. So take this step by step, meaning that you're going to go a set of 11 deadlifts with the switch grip emphasizing breathing. So what you'll do is, all right, guys, we're going to be going 11 plus 1. We're talking about the strategy of DT. All right, we're gonna go with switch grip. We're gonna emphasize breathing very smoothly during this point. You'll demo, here's what this movement looks like. Great, now you guys go 11 and then take a short break and then do your 12th rep with the hand over. Okay? So athletes will then complete 11 deadlifts with that empty barbell, and then they'll mimic a break, turn the hand over, and do their 12th deadlift. So we're warming up specifically for the movement, as well as they're getting an idea of how to break it up and what that should feel like. The second part, we're going to do the hang power clean. So now we're doing 8 plus 1. We want to emphasize catching in the power position with the body. All right, so I'm going to demo what that looks like. Here we go, guys. Catching with the body in the power position, receiving in the front rack. I'm going to go 8 repetitions, working on those two things. Once I've done that 8th rep, I'm going to mimic a drop from the top, a break, and now I'm back up for my 9th repetition, which would lead me into now my shoulder to overhead. For my shoulder to overhead, what I'm working on is using my legs and cycling from the top, meaning that when I'm at the top, that's my rest period if needed. And then once I bring it back down, I'm going to drive directly back into the overhead. I'm going to use that rebound effect as needed. All right. So I'm going to emphasize using the legs, hard drive, boom. And now holding at the top if needed, back up. Hold at the top if needed, back up. So this will be unbroken reps, ideally. We're working on using the legs there and cycling from the top. So we're going to go through that twice. Talk it over, do the 11 plus 1 for the deadlift, do the hang power clean 8 plus 1, and then do the shoulder to overhead for 6 reps. This should give people some warm up with that particular movement, as well as prepare them for the rep scheme and the strategy of DT. All right, so let's dive into the actual workout. So this is going to be done with a partner in a socially distant friendly way, where they're going to have their own barbell. Partner 1 is going to do a round in its entirety, then they'll rest while partner 2 does a round in its entirety. They'll go back and forth until they've done 10 rounds total, 5 rounds apiece. All right, so DT, this is meant to be a barbell cycling workout. It's definitely strength-based. We want moderate to slightly heavy load. It should be challenging enough that it forces people to break up their repetitions, that they're not able to do the 12-9-6 without taking a break, that they're having to split that up in some way. We want to have a plan, meaning that you don't want to just go in blind and see what happens. You want to have a plan to split up the deadlifts, how to plan to split up the hang power cleans and the shoulder to overhead. Whether that plan stays intact or not, whatever happens, but we want to have some type of plan to attack this workout going in. So scaling and movement goals, the deadlift, ideally this is unbroken or strategically done in 2 sets, meaning that they're going to the 11, just like we practiced in the beginning, and then doing the drop into that first hang power clean. What determines the weight on the bar is the next 2 movements, the hang power clean or the shoulder to overhead. So hang power clean can definitely be broken up, all right? 1 to 3 sets with no more than 5 to 7 seconds on the ground. And then we should be able to do 15 plus unbroken when fresh. The shoulder to overhead, we would love to see that unbroken. That'll make a huge difference in the overall quality of the workout. When we get to those later rounds, maybe split up a little bit, but ideally those are unbroken from start to finish. This is usually the determining factor for people, that shoulder to overhead at the end of each round. It does carry the largest risk for injury, right? A heavy workout overhead when people are tired. So make sure that that movement is done with high quality and keep an eye on that during that primer. Cool. So if someone does not have a partner here, what they can do is simply use a 1-to-1 work to rest ratio, meaning however long the round takes them, that's how long they're gonna rest before they start their next round. All right, so get people going on the barbell, make sure that you watch that primer and that you scale them back as needed. It's been a while since we've done a workout like this, so reel them in and make sure we're kind of reinforcing great technique and great execution for today. All right, excited about the barbell for everyone with DT. Let me know if you guys have feedback or questions about today. See y'all.